Are you
But we
ready
didn't match
for this?
today.
We didn't match today, but man,
match
you're
today.
looking good.
You're looking sharp yourself.
Look at these dry
I think
polos.
we're on.
We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another edition of Live with Mike and Jim. These videos just keep getting better and better. Not even I always know who we're going to interview from week to week. Sometimes I set it up, sometimes Jim sets it up. Jim went out and got a good one this week because today we got a hot one. You're all going to want to watch this. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell your neighbors to watch this video. A lot of good information coming at you this way because Kankakee County, I think small business is the backbone of Kankakee County, and the Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce has a lot to do with that. So we're going to talk to the director today about how everything works and get the ins and outs of how it works here in the county. But Jim, get your take first, and we'll bring her in.
Well, this is going to be one of the most interesting interviews as far as dissecting what the business model is. So a lot of people don't know, they really don't know a lot. They don't know what the Chamber of Commerce really does.
But you will after today.
They don't understand the impact the Chamber of Commerce has on the local economy and the businesses that surround it.
You're going to find out real quick.
You know, the other thing I find really interesting too, Mike, is that this business model, what we're standing in right now, this office of the Chamber of Commerce, isn't much different than your business or my business.
No, it is a business model. Explain that.
So here's what we discovered. It's a non-for-profit business.
Listen to this.
But they still pay their taxes.
They still pay taxes.
Unlike what you would see on like a 503c or an organization that's a charitable organization. So we'll dive a little bit into that, but how they drive their revenue and they create their revenue is through memberships, much like your business and our business. So I found that really interesting. So if you know somebody that is in business and they're not a part of the Chamber of Commerce, you got to share this stream with them. And we're going to bring on our guests in just 1 second too, but if you're just joining the live video, help us put on a little bit of a share on there and check out the YouTube channel. We got over 45 other interviews that we've done in the local community.
Yeah, be sure to go to YouTube and type in Live with Mike and Jim in the search engine box up above and subscribe to our page and keep updated with our updated interviews and see what's going on here in Kankakee County. We're interviewing small businesses every single Thursday around this time, so check it out. But let's welcome to the show for the first time. She's never been here before. First time, she's a natural on the camera, too. She's got a show called The Monday Minute, so check her page out on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show for the first time. She is Barbie. What's
Thanks for giving us some
in
time.
the flesh.
Thanks for getting me.
In the flesh, right here.
This is so great.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Thanks for coming by.
Well, we're glad to be here, and I didn't find out why, but about a week ago, Jim told me we were going to be coming here. Cool, Barbie's a good one. So let's talk about the Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce and what it represents and what it's all about.
Yeah. Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce is a membership organization. We are not for profit, but we pay taxes. And we do that because we want to see the economy boom.
Yeah.
We want to support our businesses, and businesses have to pay taxes. So we're that type of not-for-profit in the area. So yeah, so that's the Chamber of Commerce, just kind of in that legalese of the business model. But because we are a membership organization, all of the investments that the members make in sponsorship or dues, that comes back here and it helps us promote Shop Kankakee County. So hashtag Shop Kankakee County.
Shop local.
Shop local. It helps us with that campaign. It also helps us develop really great opportunities for businesses to sponsor themselves at.
Yeah.
So, and we'll talk about that a little bit more, but we have 7 big annual events a year where we bring the business community together to promote our region. And then we are also big on providing networking opportunities for businesses to kind of take a moment to get up out of their day-to-day and come meet new people, make connections, making connections that will help their business too.
Because talking to people is what makes things happen.
Yeah, and you never know where your next employee is going to be, where your next client is going to be, customer. So getting out and letting people know about your business, that's what we want to do with our networking events. But we're also big on making sure that businesses have access to resources, educational opportunities, and also advocacy, like staying in touch with our local officials, our state officials, and our federal officials. What's going on in their world that could be affecting our businesses later on. So we try to share that information as much as we can too. So that's a lot of what we do.
That is a lot.
Well, it seems like you have all the traits and characteristics that it takes to be a director. You know, not all directors would have that. It's hard to find people like you that can do the job that you do. What is it that landed you in this position here? How did you end up as the director of the Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce?
Okay, so that's a crazy story. Born and raised here, big into music and theater and the arts. And I went to Western Illinois University. I studied music business. I wanted to be behind the scenes of music business. I'm fascinated with what makes a stage work. When you go to a theater production and you think while that was entertaining, it's
Yeah.
chaos back there.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
I loved the chaos of it. I love the technology of recording music.
Yeah, and it all
You're-
comes together
Yeah,
for one
yeah.
big show, right?
It's a lot of detail, and so studying music business led me into event planning and planning big events, planning big shows.
Okay.
Merchant Street Music Fest was my big internship, being a part of the planning and organizing for that in the past. And then when I came back from my internship for Merchant Street Music Fest, I got reacquainted with the community that I was raised in and realized I didn't even know it. I had no idea how
great.
big small business plays a role in our economy,
Yeah.
how giving our business community is,
Sure.
how beautiful it is, the river. Like, as you get older, you start looking out and you realize, oh my gosh. And so I just started volunteering, became more involved, and then this opportunity to work here presented itself. And so
Yeah.
I kind of jumped in feet first and said, I'll learn about it as I go, and I did. But it's been great because I fell in love with Kankakee County all over again, and now I get to help promote it, and I get to meet all the business owners like you guys, and bring you guys into the world of the chamber, and then promote our community outside of the region as well. So,
Well, I think
it's a lot of
Kankakee County is starting to fall in love with Barbie.
They've
Watson.
already fallen in love.
Because now we're
Oh my
Barbie
gosh.
Watson.
She's already
Thank
a staple.
you.
She's
Heck
already
yeah.
a staple.
Good.
Thank you.
So, a quick tidbit: if you guys are just joining the live stream, thanks for joining another exciting live with Mike and Jim. We're
Very
here
exciting.
with Barbie Watson, the director of the Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce. And if you don't know what the Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce is really good at doing, you're going to have to rewind and watch this replay because Barbie just loaded a mouthful
I
to
sure
the
did.
camera, and there's so many great things going on. What I always like to know too, Barbie, because I know this isn't just you in the office running this, you have a team of people, but what's the director of the Kankakee County Chamber's daily rhythm look like? When are you waking up? When do you have the time to plan all these events? What are you putting in your cereal?
Do you press the snooze button? in the
Yeah.
morning?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, no day's the same. No days are the same. So
I can agree with that one, I'm sure.
there's no like getting up at the same time and going to bed at the same time. It just isn't. I try to build as much stability as I can, but there's so much going on that you can't. And really, because I come at this job with the servant's attitude. If you need something, I'm gonna do
Good
my
language.
best to answer your call and to try to get you the resources that you need. So sometimes on the weekend, if the power goes out of your business and you don't know what to do, we answer that call. And so I'll tell you, this is who you need to call at ComEd and get yourself back up into operation. So there's little things like that happen. So no day's the same, but here's the thing. I do try to wake up every day between 6 and 6:30 in the morning, and I do hit the snooze button once.
Early to
Yeah, you
rise,
gotta
early
prepare
to
to wake
rise.
up.
Yes, because when I hit the snooze button, it gives me 9 minutes to stay in bed, to go through and visualize my day. Because no day's the same, so I kind of have to go, where am I at first? Where am I going next? Where is this at? Who's going to need me? What files do I need to bring? What resources do I need to bring with me to those meetings? And so my snooze time, while my husband kids me and says it's laziness, it's me actually visualizing, making sure that I did all the prep leading up to the meetings that are going to happen that day.
So how quickly from that 9 minutes is over, does that plan get completely wiped out with a new plan?
Actually, sometimes it happens, but it won't happen until like the middle of the morning. Like
Yeah.
somebody will call and I'll be like, oh, I got to go do that now. But and most of the people I work with are super gracious, and so they know that things come up at the chamber, and so they'll be like, we know you're going to be 5-10 minutes late, and I hate that. But at the same time, I need to be available to as many business owners as I can be. So
Yeah, and I can be a testimony too, because you've helped not only our business out, but a lot of my friends' businesses out. Just retroactive, picks up the phone, helps us get in touch with the people we need to. So everything she's saying is very true.
Yeah, Barbie's just a natural fit here for the Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce, and chance favors the prepared mind. The harder you work throughout your life, the more prepared you'll be when the opportunity presents itself, and that's part of why Barbie is where she is right now. Let's talk about your organizational traits and what you take to, because when you're planning an event, what do you got to do to keep everything organized, and how do you go about planning the event, keeping everything structured?
Yeah, two things. Committee work, so bringing in committee, and then the people at the table are good partners, and they aren't, planning an event, I want to make sure that everybody's at the table that has an incentive or a benefit from that event, or who we are going to be taxing. So if we're going to host a big event, in the village and surrounding businesses, we want to bring in as many people as we can to plan that event because we want to be in communication. So none of our committees are small. I think our business development committee is probably the smallest, but most of our committees are very large because we need all the voices at the table in order for us to be successful. So we can't keep isolating and have smaller groups. We try to have as many partners as we can. I value teamwork. I want to be the best teammate that we can be in Kankakee County because we cannot do this alone. The community will not build or grow if we try to go it alone. So we are in constant communication with our partners at Economic Alliance, the Kankakee County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Kankakee Development Corporation, each municipality. We try to stay in best touch we can with all of our officials. We don't try to do anything alone, and we try to make sure that everything we do is an opportunity for our business members to promote themselves and also for them to reinvest in the community as well.
Wow.
And get an opportunity to meet people that they wouldn't normally meet. So
yeah, I have a good team of people.
You do.
Let's talk about customer service. I have this passion for customer service, and I want to see all small businesses thrive when it comes to customer service, but good customer service is hard to find. And I've been talking to a few people around town, and if I wasn't in the gym business, I would like to be in charge of making sure the small businesses are up to par with customer service, and I was told to talk to you at the Chamber of Commerce. Is that something you guys are in charge of, making sure the businesses are performing at a high level of customer service?
Well, we're not in charge of that, but we certainly can
people
help
go around and kind of
set the standards, and
Yeah.
we can bring in speakers and trainers to help business with customer service. But let me tell you, because I love that you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Because I come from the world of service, like in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
Like that's how I put myself through school, right? Is being a bartender and a server.
And you get good skills through bartending and waiting.
Yeah, but you have to have an entrepreneurial spirit to it. Like you own that table.
Okay.
That those people that you're serving, that's your table, and you own it. So you need to get to know the customers at the table. You need to be attentive to their needs. You need to anticipate their needs. And so when you start doing that, that's customer service.
You gotta pay attention to fine detail too, and you gotta be speedy about it too. You can't just be friendly. You gotta be speedy, friendly customer service.
Yeah, and most of the corporate restaurants have that training program when they tell people like 60-second greet time at a table, and they can't wait longer than a minute and a half for drinks.
Right.
Like there's all these studies, but in our smaller businesses, those national training programs don't always get to them. So we do try to bring in those speakers and those trainers to kind of give them those stats of don't leave somebody waiting at your register. Don't leave somebody walking into your store for longer than a minute without greeting them. So these customer service things, I love that you're passionate about it because it is what made my tips the most. Because I was so attentive and I took my section was my business.
Right.
Barbie crushed it at every table.
There's a lot of people that may not like their job. Like they might be working at a restaurant. Well, this isn't my career, so I'm just going to kind of do the subpar and get through and get my check, and I'll go into the next job. Yeah. But even if you don't like your current job, if you do your best at your job, it's going to give you valuable skills and traits that you'll learn that'll carry you into your career. True. So even if you don't like your job, be your best at your job, because once you leave, you're going to leave with good skills that'll always stay with you.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Speaking of being the best at the job, who else would you rather have in charge of your Kankakee County Chamber of Commerce than Barbie Watson? If you're just joining this live stream, my goodness, have you missed out on such a good
one. Share this one.
Yes,
tell your friends, tell your coworkers.
I know you're on here, and I'll be able to see if you shared the stream or not. If you didn't,
we'll see it.
We will unfriend people.
Knocking down people's doors.
Now, we do appreciate it, and that's really how we help the community out. This is what this show is about, is exposing good business, exposing the leaders behind that business, and then getting the word out. And that's where our viewers have always helped us out and supported. So if you're on the stream, take a minute, just share the stream, and then also tag yourself a business owner. And we're going to give Barbie a chance here too. Barbie, how can we help you out? How can we help the Chamber of Commerce out? What can we do in order to help you out? Because the more we help you out, I have a feeling you're going to be helping us out.
Yeah, I thank you so much for that question because I love this opportunity. So, right now we are just at the beginning stages of our Future Leaders of Kankakee County program. So it's on social media. So the most help that anybody can give us is to share that information. So this comes from a place of, being a kid that grew up here. I didn't know all the things that we had to offer. And so rather than trying to get businesses in schools or trying to start their own program, we work together as Chamber with our membership to develop the Future Leaders of Kankakee County tour.
This is awesome.
So that kids can get on a bus and we will take them two places. So yesterday was the first day. They visited CSL Bearing, Nucor Steel, Innovel Solutions, which is a logistics company in Manteno, and also Plockman's Mustard. and we made a pit stop at the Kankakee County Convention and Visitors Bureau office so they could see that office.
Oh, cool.
And that was the first day. And so 16 kids got to get on a bus and go visit these companies, learn about hiring and what the career path is to get a job there.
Is there an age limit to this?
14 to 18 is the age limit. And then
I'm over the age limit.
It comes
Man, I would have
starting,
liked
though.
to gone on all of those.
yeah, and then next Wednesday, so there's still time to register for the other 5 Future Leader Tours. So next Wednesday is Healthcare Day. So
Wow.
they'll come back and get on a bus, and we'll take them to St. Mary's in the morning, Riverside in the afternoon. But they'll also meet some other healthcare providers that are not in the hospitals.
Really cool.
But like massage therapy,
Yeah.
veterinarian care, things that are in the health industry that we don't normally think about, but there are opportunities here
Cool.
for
Awesome.
people to get into that business. So share that information because Future Leaders is a big deal. This is the second year for it, but we're growing it, and I'm excited. And there is a long-term vision for this. So there will be an opportunity for young professionals and for other people to get on this tour, and we'll call it a different name, but we want people to experience Kankakee County in all of its opportunities, including ag and tech and history and civic and government and healthcare and education and industry. So we've put together the program and the model, and we've got a 5-year plan for it, and the leadership committee has worked really hard on this, so this is year 2.
That's great
So
stuff.
yeah.
How can one go about registering for the Future
You
Leaders?
can give us a call, 815-351-9068, or you can just visit our website, KankakeeCountyChamber.com.
Yeah.
Click on the events page, and then you'll see all the options to register.
Heck yeah. And Barbie will put some of that stuff into the links too, so if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah. So I mean, sharing any information is big because our network is really, really big, but your network has people that we don't know. And so if you help share, it's expanding that sphere of influence that we can have in promoting our county and the communities that we live and work in. So
People who otherwise
that's
wouldn't
what
see.
Yeah.
So I know today's show is going to be a little bit different. I don't know if we want to take a tour around the whole place or at least let them take a look at what you're going to see when you walk into the office, which our backdrop here is the desk you'll be greeted at when you walk in by Laura, which is not in the camera right now.
A good view of the courthouse.
Yep. And I mean, it's a beautiful office. And what we'll do is we'll still get words of wisdom. So it's going to be a little bit different because who it's coming from maybe operates a business a little bit differently. But the words of wisdom, we always try and get, what will people give to somebody that are aspiring to get into their own business? Maybe they have an entrepreneurial mindset. Maybe they're in their 9-to-5 right now working, but at night they're doing part-time work towards their own business. Or maybe, they just have no idea. What would you give some inspiring words of wisdom to, our audience?
Let's hear it, Barbie.
So words of wisdom, and this is from 3.5 years of being the president of the chamber now, is there is not a template for success. There's no right way or wrong way. There's your way. So I want as many people who have the entrepreneurial spirit or who have an idea or want to start a business to talk to as many business owners as they can. Because everybody's story is different and their story is going to be different. Their path to success is going to be their own and be different. And so while it's important to listen to other people and their success stories, it's also important to realize that you can pick and choose and take what you want and what works for you. So that's the biggest thing is I've met so many people in the last 3 years who have struggled because they've heard no so many times and they've taken it as my business won't work. Well, it's not that. It's just you're listening to other people about how they did it and their way is not going to work for you.
It's not your vision.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
you've got to take what you can, learn from other people's mistakes and successes, but you've got to make them your own. And then the second thing too is if you're going to start a business, a really good kind of step-by-step guide of things to think about, consider. Illinois has this great book about starting your own business. It's free, it's online, you can download it and you can just keep it on your computer.
Wow.
And again, it's not like here you're going to make $1 million in a year if you do it this way. It's just here's all the things that you should think about while you're planning to open up your own business. So I try to hand this out to as many new people as I talk to.
I'll have to read that myself.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look this up and get you one too.
Yeah, just Google search Illinois Handbook for Starting a Business. But this has really helped a lot of people that I've talked to. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there
Heck
too.
yeah.
So.
Well, I would encourage everybody to take as many resources as they can if it's coming from a recommendation not only of her but other business owners. And if you want to shorten the timelines of getting some of the insights, some of the success stories, and learning maybe from other people's mistakes. Our YouTube channel is a great channel to subscribe to.
Check
We
it
have
out.
tons of business owners here in the local community sharing what's worked for them. So you can take your own bits and pieces out of there. And really, me and Mike have the same mission here as Barbie. We want to connect with as many people in the area doing business. Maybe you're not doing business, but we just want to get with those like-minded people and make something great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's a Words of Wisdom segment on every single one of our videos, so go check it out and get you some wisdom for yourself. But until next time, I'll give you a view of what it looks like. Is there any last words you want to give here?
We're good.
To people? You'll see more of Barbie in the future. If you're around enough, you'll see her in person.
Yeah,
What's the next events coming up?
Just follow the chamber online. Monday Minute every Monday gives you a minute. Sometimes it goes
Her
over
videos
just a
are
little
awesome,
bit.
by the way.
Listen to her Facebook page.
Yeah,
Monday Minute.
And the Monday Minute will give you the information of what's going on with the chamber and businesses for that whole week. So Monday Minute. We are gearing up for Friday Night Lights Fest, which is July 20th, and it's our community pep rally at the start of training camp. So come on out. It's in Bourbonnais at the Brickstone production facility. There's so many things going on. Meyer Kids Zone, lots of obstacle courses, NFL combine stuff. And we're going to shine a light on all of our area youth football leagues at that event as well. So
wow, good stuff.
Yeah, so $2 general admission. Just bring your family out, 4 to 8 p.m. And then again, just one last thing, because I got the camera.
Yeah, it's good.
Next Friday is National Take Your Dog to Work Day. So bring your dog, have lunch at First American Bank in Bourbonnais. Jimmy Joe's Barbecue will be out there.
Jimmy Joe's.
Mia Bella's will be serving their wood stone pizza. I'm sorry, Mia Bella's, for getting that wrong. But they'll be out there, so just bring your dog, have lunch at First American Bank in Bourbonnais next Friday, 11:30 to 1, and just get out of the office and celebrate National Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Yeah, dog's part of the family. Bring the dog to work.
Yeah, if you don't have people you want to hang out with, there are tons of opportunities to get in the community and hang out with some successful people that are hungry.
So here's what the outside looks like here at the chamber on the 7th floor of the library building. So a nice little view here of the courthouse. And yeah, this is what you'll see. So I think that's enough. Until next time, Live with Mike and Jim fans, thanks for watching. We are out of here.
Thank you.